Welcome to the Building Blocks of Safety Training podcast, where we provide expert safety training that's rooted in biblical principles. I'm your host, Benjamin Risk, and we are talking about situational awareness in this podcast. So picture this, picture building a house. When you're building a house, you don't build from the roof down, but you build from the ground up. This is what we're doing with the building blocks. We're going to start from building from the ground up. So the foundation of this teaching, again, is situational awareness. So let's get right into it. So situational awareness starts out with three key elements. It's built from three key elements. The first element is perception. It's the understanding of the environment around you. So let's go into a church setting. So let's say, picture your church, picture wherever you attend your house of worship. So in your mind, you're using your imagination. You see the entrance to the door, you see the windows, you see the different, maybe familiar faces in there. So it's the understanding of your current environment around you. The second element of situational awareness is your comprehension. It's analyzing what this situation means around you. So let's go back to that church analogy. So picture a normal church service. You're sitting in your pew or your seat where you usually sit. You are with the people that you care about the most. When all of a sudden things start to change, maybe not necessarily a full-on active emergency, but you notice things are starting to be different. You notice maybe there's an unfamiliar face that maybe walks through the door that may be a little suspicious to you. A lot of times in law enforcement, what they call it is maybe your hair standing up in the back of your neck. Maybe it just doesn't feel quite right. So it's analyzing what this situation means. I have my eye on this person. I don't know what it is about this person that's making me uncomfortable, but something about them, it doesn't feel right. And the third thing to situational awareness is projection, of anticipating how this all plays out. Okay, so back to the church analogy. So we recognize that there's somebody in there that might not necessarily be doing something wrong, but it's not giving me a good feeling on the inside of me. So how does this play out? What do I start to look for? What do I do with my family? How do I best protect my house of worship? That's what we're going to talk about today. So in starting out, the first question you may have with situational awareness is, what the heck am I even looking for? I know that was a question for me, is what am I even looking for? I get it. I get there's something bad that could happen in my place of worship, in my business, in whatever establishment I'm in. I get that there's a situation evolving, but what am I looking for to stop this from happening? So there's something called the elements of suspicion in law enforcement. So the elements of suspicions are your hands, your waistband, your face, your body, and your demeanor. So we're going to dig into this a little bit. So your hands, okay, is there a weapon in my hands? Is my hands open? Are my hands in my pocket? Are my hands where you can see them? Okay, so back to that church analogy. So we're going to go back to that person that may not feel it's giving me an uneasy feeling. Okay, what are in his hands? What is he doing? Is he clenching his fist? Does he look angry? Does he look like he may have any sort of instrument to hurt me? What does that look like? Okay, then moving down to the next thing. What's in his waistband? Can you see if there are any weapons attached to him? If not, a lot of times people who, here in Texas, we have what's called a constitutional carry state, which means that we have a whole lot of people around here that are carrying weapons. So what do those weapons look like? Okay, there's something called printing when you are wearing a concealed weapon. So what it is when you stick a weapon inside your jeans or your pants, usually you'll see the indentation of that weapon protruding from either the side of their pants, wherever it is. You'll see a little indentation that doesn't look like a phone or keys. It may be something. So again, that's something to look for. Their face. Okay, what is their facial expression showing? Are they showing that they're easy, comfortable, laid back? Or are they showing maybe ill intent, maybe an intent to harm somebody, maybe a anxious intent? A lot of people that um, come to different houses of worship are broken. They're looking for hope. So we have to take that into account too, that we're not just predicting that they're doing the wrong thing, but we're looking through the lens of Jesus, of how Jesus would see this person. But again, we do it from a safe distance, and we do it with love, but we also do it with caution. So what are their facial expressions showing? Okay, the next thing, what is their body language? What is their body showing? Are they showing that they're very tense, laid back? Maybe they have their hands on their waist. Maybe they have their fists clenched, ready to fight. What are they doing with their body language? That's a huge one. There's a saying that 93% of communication is done through nonverbal body language. So pay very close attention to that body language moving forward. Okay, the next thing, what is their demeanor? Are they pacing back and forth in the foyer? Are they standing up? Are they sitting down? Are they walking out? Are they engaging with the congregation? Or, like I said, are they engaging with your employees in your place of business? What are they doing? Are they isolating themselves? Are they backing away from the situation? So, again, I'm going to go over this in summary. So, the elements of suspicion are hands, waist, face, body, and demeanor. Again, we're going to go over this: hands, waist, face, body, and demeanor. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is the examples of suspicion. Okay, so I talked about the elements of suspicion. We just went over those 5 things, but what are some key examples that maybe you can relate to in whatever imagination you have, whether it's in your church, whether it's in your place of business? What does that look like? So, some examples of this, again, it's not guaranteed that this will happen, but these are just some examples that maybe you can relate to. So, maybe inappropriate clothing, maybe out of context. Maybe somebody walks in with a huge jacket on when in Texas it's 100 degrees in the summer on. Okay, pay attention to what they're wearing. Are they wearing clothing that's appropriate for that weather? The second thing, are they lingering without engaging in normal activity? Are they engaging with the congregation? Are they making a scene? Are they isolating themselves? What are they doing with their body? Are they maybe asking odd questions? So, what I look at is, again, we'll go back to the church. Are they approaching the pastor and asking some odd questions? Are they approaching your usher staff, your welcome team, your greeters? Are they approaching them asking some odd question, which would, how many security cameras do you have in here? Is the safety team carrying weapons in here? How many people on the safety team are there? How many escape routes do you have here? Again, odd questions. It's something that maybe not guaranteed that this is going to cause harm, but it's definitely something to pay attention to. The next thing is being found in restricted areas. This is a big one. So, for example, let's say that you have maybe an usher's closet, or you have maybe a place, we're going back to the church setting, a place where maybe they count money for an offering. Okay, did somebody sneak in there? Did somebody sneak into a closet that they weren't supposed to be in? Are they in the nursery area? Are they in the kids area when you know clearly they don't have any kids? What are they doing in these restricted areas? These are things you have to pay attention to. So moving forward, are they taking unusual pictures? Again, we're going to go back to the church. Are they walking in? Are they taking pictures of maybe exit routes, of maybe security cameras, of maybe the security team? Are they taking pictures of just things that are out of the ordinary that normally people wouldn't be taking pictures of? That's something to take into account. Are they expressing little interest in being involved in activities? So this is a big one. Are they sitting all by themselves in a church? Again, we're going to go back to the church heading since I used that. Or are they even engaging in the service? Meaning, are they outside? Are they on their phone? Are they pacing back and forth outside in the foyer? They're not even coming inside. So that's something to pay attention to. And last but certainly not least, are they overly confrontational or aggressive with others? Meaning, when somebody walks in, when they're clearly a new person, are they trying to get under your skin? Okay, this is going to go more into the blocks of what I'm going to discuss on the later podcast, but are they trying to push your buttons? Are they trying to do something to get you out of peace? Now, we know that in the Bible, it clearly says to be ruled by peace. It says in Colossians 3:15, let the peace of God rule over your body. So if peace is not in your heart, then you can't express peace properly to others. So this was just a little, just a brief take on situational awareness, but I pray this blesses you and I pray you have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in.